Hello viewers, Deepawali is round the corner and we are here with 4 delicious sweets for Deepawali. These are delicious and very simple to make. Without further ado, let's get started. For the Rawa Ladoos, we are going to take about 1 cup of Rawa. This is basically fried in a pan and they are powdered in a mixture jar. The next step is to add some powdered sugar. We have added about 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. You can also add more if you want to, and then add some fried cashews and about 4 to 5 tablespoons of melted ghee. Mix this a little and then add a pinch of elaichi and continue mixing it. You can also use your hands to mix it. Once it's done, we are going to make these into small roundels. And that's it, your Rawa Ladoos are ready to be served. Pretty simple to make, isn't it? For the bread rasagullas, we are first going to make the sugar syrup. So we have added about 4 to 5 tablespoons of sugar, added a little bit of water, and we are going to melt this in low flame. Meanwhile, we are going to cut the edges of our bread slices. We have used about 8 bread slices for this recipe. As soon as it's done, we are going to tear these into smaller pieces. And if possible, you can make these into a powdered form like this and then add about 1 cup of milk in parts. While you add the milk, you will have to press it along with our bread and make it like a dough. Once the dough is ready, we are going to add sugar to this. Again, this is powdered sugar. We have added about 3/4 cup of it and mixed it along with our bread. And that's it, the dough is ready. It should be soft, and now we have made it into a long cylinder and made roundels. Time to add this into our sugar syrup. Make sure to add it only when you feel the syrup is ready. The syrup should take about 5 to 7 minutes to cook thoroughly in a low to medium flame. Cook the bread rasagullas along with our sugar syrup. Again, cook it only in a low to medium flame. And once it comes to a boil, you can add a pinch of elaichi powder. The entire step should take about 7 to 10 minutes. And that's it, your rasagullas are also ready to be served. You can garnish it with elaichi powder and saffron. For the Kalakand, we are going to first add 1/4 cup of melted ghee. Next, about 3/4 cup of boiled milk, and this is at room temperature now. Mix these gently. Make sure to use the same cup for measuring. In comes our milk powder. We are going to add 2 cups of milk powder in parts. We have used the Amulya milk powder for this. Again, mix it gently and avoid any lumps. As soon as the mixing of milk powder is done, it gives you something like this. This will be the consistency, and make sure to cook it in a low flame while you do this. In comes our sugar. This is 1 cup of powdered sugar, and always powdered sugar is preferable. Mix all of these gently. We will have to make sure that our recipe is not actually sticking with the pan. This will be the consistency after mixing it for about 3 to 4 minutes. The key to this recipe is to keep mixing it well until we get a dough-like consistency. Add a little bit of elaichi powder and continue mixing. We have now got a dough-like consistency. You can place it in a tray. Add your favorite nuts. Let it cool down and then cut them into pieces. That's it, your Kalakand is also ready to be served. The last recipe is a 7-cup cake or a 7-ingredient cake. So we are going to take a thick bottomed pan and add about 1 cup of water and 2 cups of sugar. We are going to make this into a sugar syrup, and we have cooked this in a low to medium flame for about 5 minutes. In comes 1 cup of melted ghee. Make sure to use the same measuring cup for this recipe. And then 1 cup of gram flour. Mix this thoroughly so that you avoid forming any lumps in the process. As soon as it's done, we'll add 1 cup of milk powder. One cup of cashew powder, and mix it thoroughly along with all the other ingredients. Then add about 1 cup of milk. Mix it gently. We will have to keep mixing this for about 10 to 15 minutes on a medium to high flame, but make sure that your ingredients are not getting stuck with the pan. We will have to wait until the mixture comes into a dough-like consistency, and meanwhile we can keep mixing it. Once it comes to a dough-like consistency, we will have to add a pinch of elaichi to this and mix it once again. cool down the mixture. Place it on a tray along with nuts and then cut them to pieces. Hope you guys liked the recipe. If you guys liked it, please like, share and subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to hit the bell icon to get the latest updates and notifications. Happy Diwali!